You see, it's like my eyes change color. It's like they get darker and then they get lighter sometimes. One of the best things about doing videos like this is looking at them. So today I'm here once again in my car. This might be a common thing at this point, honestly, but today I wanted to talk particularly about something that I've learned recently. And what I've learned is that I have ADHD. And I want to kind of discuss that today. You see, I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was about 10 years old. And at the time, I didn't actually believe it because, I don't know, at that time it was kind of common for people to diagnose people, especially kids, just because of the fact that they moved around and they fidgeted a lot. And of course, everyone knows that a lot of kids are actually just like that in general. So I think I did try to go on some like pills or something when I was like 12, but then I stopped. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a background about me, okay? The reason why I started to like think about actually having ADHD, and I want to get into maybe the whole entire misdiagnosis thing. I want to kind of get into that, but the reasons why I felt like I had it was, to be real with you guys, I've never had consistently good grades in school. My grades were all over the place all the time. But I was definitely not the best student ever, okay? I definitely had a 1-something GPA consistently. I always had D's, consistent D's. If it was really bad, I probably had like F's. I remember I had probably F's the entire semester. All my courses was just F's. And to mind you, I was never like a bad person. Like, I never like goofed around too much. I mean, okay, that's kind of a lie. I was a class clown at multiple different points in my life, in my school life, but I never was like the type of person to like get really in trouble. Okay, that's another lie too. I was always sent to the office in the elementary school, but it wasn't because I was terrorizing the class or I was disrupting harmony or something like that. I just didn't know how to sit down. I disrupted class a lot. I used to have lots of outbursts, and sometimes I was never like really mad, but I just kind of like did what I wanted to do. And I used to like get up out of my chair. I used to do whatever I wanted, and that was a big problem. And I used to get tons of student alerts, which were basically like notes to my parents. And I used to get those like all the freaking time. I used to always be the bad one, but I wasn't even really bad, but I was consistently in the office. In middle school, it was basically like the same thing, just a little bit more muted because I had a phone to occupy me at that point in time. And I stopped being the class clown as much in coming the 9th grade. I always just could not stop moving. I always had quick bursts of energy. I've never been able to be the type of person to really move. I have my nervous tics. I like to chew on bottle caps. I like to chew on stuff in general. I really like doing this with my tongue a lot for some reason. That's a thing that I've always done, just no matter what. And just in general, again, never good grades in school. I was always fidgety. And I just thought that maybe I had something else going on. There has been a long time where I've thought that, I'm a very self-conscious person. So I've always tried to like figure out like, what is me? Like, what is actually going on with me? Some people even said I had Asperger's at one point. By the way, that's a terrible name. Why would you name something fucking Asperger's? That's a fucking dumbass name. You want people who want to like maybe say, oh, I have Asperger's. What the fuck are they? So I mean, I know there's like another name for it, but like that's like the more, I guess, social term for it, and it's absolutely dumb to me. Like, I don't know why anyone would ever call that, but anyway. The main point is that I was starting to feel this like I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on. And the other thing is that in college, I've actually recently, my last semester back in the fall that just passed, I had great grades. I even had fucking a B in freaking math. And math has never been my most strongest subject. I could have gotten an A in that class. I think I got like an 88%, but I really like kind of fluffed one of my last final exams. But actually, every single test in that class, I had fucking 100, 90. That lowest grade I had was like an 87 or something like that. And math is never my strongest subject, but I wanted to explicitly challenge myself in that moment to see that, oh yeah, I'm actually pretty good at math. I don't think if I can actually get taught in a great way, and if I focus, I can do this. And I really did that because I was really focused on getting into university, being able to run track, and just being able to, I guess, please myself and please, my parents or any of my loved ones to achieve my goals, really. Now, I wish I could do that all the time, but my motivation is all over the place with me sometimes. Sometimes I'll be making videos after videos, going to the gym, and then running, and then out of nowhere, just completely stops. Even when I know when my goal is just so amazing, I stop. And that came to a point where I started to get some depressed. For those who don't know, I have major depression right now. I am super, super depressed. And I'm not trying to deny that. I literally have the files and the evaluations and stuff like that to prove that. But I'm not in a good headspace at this point in time, and I haven't been actually for the past maybe, I'm not gonna like 8-7 years, honestly. And it's gotten progressively worse, if you ask me. And I've talked to my therapist about it and a whole lot of other stuff. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not going to really get into all that, but honestly, my life's just, fucked. You know what I'm saying? And one of the reasons why I feel like that is because my ADHD. I started thinking that if I do have ADHD, it's probably a gift, It helps me move. It helps me give me more energy. It helps me be a little bit more diligent. But this is the reason why it kind of pisses me off when I see people who probably don't have ADHD label themselves as having ADHD. There's lots of different people in the world, so this might just be like the minority, but at the end of the day, I don't think everybody has ADHD. I see it so many times, so this is probably my fault. Maybe because I'm on the internet and I'm only seeing a subculture of people, and maybe my phone or whatever the ads are probably trying to do is trying to advertise these types of topics and ads to me. So, because it's what I'm interested in. It's what I look up a lot. So, in general, this might be the problem. But I do not like people when they misdiagnose themselves. And when they always say that, oh, I have this or have that. And it's basically a reason or a way for them to try to be different. It's not cool to be different. It's not cool to be, I need people to really understand this. Sure, being different has its advantages, but it also does have its disadvantages too. Because at the end of the day, you are not like other people. People do not like to be around what they're unfamiliar with. If you are a camel, okay, walking around in human society, you're not going to make as many friends as just a normal human being. Someone who is a lot more familiar with the music that everyone's listening to, the things that people do, the things that people say. You're a lot more charismatic if you're a lot more familiar with people, if you're at least able to fake it. If you're not able to do that, and if you're a different person fundamentally, it's going to be harder. Honestly, the best time that I've ever had in terms of socialization with people is when I faked myself by being a class clown, because that got people to laugh at, honestly, my expense. Sometimes it was kind of cool for people to laugh at me so I could, be recognized and stuff. But at the end of the day, I wasn't thinking about how this was affecting me. And I was only affected, and I only was really thinking about how this was going to make them look at me. So I'm so super done with this misdiagnosed shit. All right, you don't have fucking ADHD if you fucking fidget around a lot. Lots of people can't sit still. Lots of people procrastinate. Lots of people maybe even have something like nervous tics or whatever. But one thing that you probably don't have is not being able to wake up and act like a normal human being. And I'm talking about that in the deepest level. Not being able to be yourself fully. Not being able to like get the same dopamine hit that other people probably can get on an average level. Not being able to just trudge it out and keep your promises on trying to do your goals and everything that you do. The only reason why I personally feel like I can still do these things, the reason why I still have my dreams and goals, in terms of, being on a track team and doing YouTube and stuff like that, is because of God. And because of Him, I keep, repeating myself over and over again to keep doing it, even if you stop, just to keep going. Just to keep going no matter what. Even if you stop, start running again. Do not ever just give up and turn around. You can't do it anymore. There's no more turning back. Never again. You are different. You are fundamentally yourself. Not everyone's going to understand you, but you never, ever can give up on yourself no matter what. And, basically that's how I think. It's crazy too, because I'll say all this stuff and then later on I'll be like, man, I want to fucking kill myself, because it's so fucking stupid, man. I literally can't even like feel the joy that I get from anything else anymore. And I'm really starting to understand stuff on a very deep, fundamental level. It's fucking raining right now too, but like I'm starting to like really get into this fucking depression shit, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't want to die. I don't. But sometimes I ask myself, man, if I'm gonna keep failing over and over again, man, what the fuck is the fucking point, man? I am literally useless when it comes to society, man. Like, I don't like fucking doing regular people shit. The things that I like doing, they keep fucking failing every time I try to fucking... I don't have friends, no fucking people around, like... It's fucking stupid, man. It's so fucking stupid. I did not want to get this personal in this video, and no, you better fucking chill out. I do not want anyone to come and fucking start saying something about suicide and help and all that stuff. I don't want anyone to say any of that shit. If you are watching this video, please just stop. Okay? I don't want y'all to say anything like that, because I really don't want it right now, and it's going to make everything worse. Okay? Just chill out. All I want right now is this, again, is just my YouTube channel that hopefully I can look back on in some years and just think to myself, damn, I want to be proud of who I am in the future. So, yeah. With that being said, this is a perfect time for me to announce that when I get a tripod eventually, I will start showing you guys what I'm doing in terms of my training. I have a track meet coming up. Hopefully I can show you guys a little bit of that. It's nothing big, but it's nothing small to me either. But anyways, with that being said, I've been talking for a long time. It's raining. Hopefully I gotta get back to work. Make some money. Pray for me. And yeah. With that being said, guys, all my social medias will be in the link in the description down below. Hopefully you guys have a good night or day whenever you're watching this. Conquer every single day that you have, because you never know when you'll be gone. With that being said, guys, thank y'all for watching. Have a good night for watching this. And as always, Adhd.